everyone, it's Leisha, also known as Vakiali, and today I'm going to be doing Metapod makeup. And if you've ever seen Metapod, he's just green. So the eye makeup will not take too long today. But I have a plan. Hopefully it won't take too long. So I am going to go over something in just a little bit that has happened. I'm just going to put my hair up and everything. I'm going to be doing a thing for my makeup that I've never done before, so either it could look really nice or really, really bad. There's no in between. But I am going to put down my lotion and my primer and stuff ahead of time, and I will be putting tape on my face. So I am going to let this soak in my face. And while this is soaking in my face, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story about my week. So today on Sunday, July 26th, I have posted my starter anime horror edition. If you guys have not watched that, please go watch that. I spent a lot of time on that, finding anime I agreed with, and ones I kind of, they're good. I spent a lot of time researching that video and finding proper stuff. So I'm using the Wet n Wild clear lip gloss right now, so that can soak in, because I don't think I'm gonna wear a lipstick. I might, who knows. My life's a little crazy right now. Okay, so I put up my Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion on. Now I'm going to do the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. I haven't done this for a few days, and properly moisturize or done my face, because my life's been a little hectic recently. Alright, so on Wednesday, the 22nd, I believe was Wednesday, the 22nd, it was about noon. I was bringing a box down these stairs, a very big box. It's one of those boxes that fit the gaming desks. They're huge. They're humongous. The entire top of the desk is a mouse pad, kind of big. Because my fiance got one. Because, his other desk was kind of small and glass, and it didn't seem like we were going to have a good outcome with that desk. So he's had it for years. So we got him this new desk, and I was carrying the box down the stairs. While I was carrying the box down the stairs, I was slowly making my way down. Slowly. I wish I would not have worn flip-flops, but I did. And on the 4th or 5th step down, my foot slipped out from underneath me. My foot went right like this. Here's the stair. Here's my foot. It scraped right along it and bent my toes all the way back. And I fell straight down. Luckily I landed on the box, because I could have cracked my head open. But if you guys have been keeping up with me on my Instagram story, you have seen my foot since the day it happened. And then I went to work on Wednesday. It was excruciatingly painful. It did not feel good. It did not feel nice. And I tried to work on it. But I was hoping it'd feel better. And then I go to work on Thursday. So much pain still. And then I tried to work on Wednesday. I went home first. Thursday I tried to go home. Thursday I freaking went home first. And then Friday I was yeah, no. I was in so much pain, I literally went into the bathroom and I cried, because I couldn't stand on it any longer. I'm I gotta go home. I can't do this. And then I stand on my foot on Saturday, and I literally could not put any pressure on it. I couldn't bend any of my toes, because 3 of them, so say this is my big toe, and these are the 3 toes next to it, and my pinky toe. These 3 toes are completely bruised. That's right here is really bad, and then the bruising goes up. And I can only bend the very top knuckles. I can't bend anything down here on these toes. I can bend, my big toe is like just fine. It's just these 4 that are really bad. And then there was bruising on the side of my foot, and the entire top layer of my skin on my foot is gone. Completely gone. So on Saturday, I couldn't even put any pressure on. I call my job and I'm like, I have to go to the hospital. I can't do it. And one of the first things my manager says is like, well, you've worked on it for 3 days. And I said, now I can't. I'm like, I physically can't stand up. So one of my former coworkers comes and they pick me up and they take me to the hospital. She can't come back with me. And they see my foot and they're like, oh my God, why did you not come the second it happened? And I'm like, well, because I thought it was just like, you know, it would be fine. The bruising didn't start happening until after the fact. My foot did swell up quite a bit and I couldn't really walk. And they went, it's mostly my toes that were hurt. So eventually I get an x-ray done and everything. They're like, something might be broken in your toes. We don't know because we can't really tell because we can't look at the inside of your foot until we get, and I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, but they're like, you've been working on it. And I'm like, yeah, I've gone home every single day. It's not getting better. That's why I'm going to the hospital. If it was getting better, I wouldn't go. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go to the hospital if I didn't need to go to the hospital. And because I don't like doctors. I don't like the hospital. I actually despise the hospital with all of my being. And they were just really confused, and I'm like, I mean, I've been getting all my shifts covered if I can, and I've been trying to avoid walking on it. Well, I go, and they do the x-ray and everything, and they actually bring and I was sitting in there for so fucking long. I was sitting in the freaking hospital waiting to be seen by people. I had like 3 people come in and touch my foot, and I'm like, couldn't you all just see, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it all looks like, I've told every single one of you guys the same exact thing. So I'm like, whatever. They come in, they do all that stuff, and then they leave again. And then someone comes in with this, like, machine that they actually bring the x-ray to you. Because I'm, like, waiting. I'm like, dude, I've gotten x-rays before, and, like, I'm waiting to go. But they brought it to me, and I set my foot up, and I did it all sides. They came to me, and they said, okay, something good, because they did a lot of different things to me. They said something that is good is you have nothing broken, but however, your 3 toes that have the severe bruising, they said you have destroyed the muscles in those 3 toes. That's why you can only bend the very top. They said because you don't have any, like, your muscles are destroyed. So they put me in a boot. For 2 days, I have to not be on my feet. So I'm sitting down right now. They said just 2 days, just stay off your feet, and literally don't move, like, keep it propped up. I have an ointment to put on it so my foot doesn't get infected, and I have pain meds for whenever I'm in pain. So yeah, and so I bring the note to my manager, and they're confused. They're like, I thought you were working on it. I'm like, yeah, they were supposed to put restrictions, but they didn't write any restrictions, which I was like, fine, that's whatever. They were supposed to. I mean, I told him that he could call them if he'd like to see that there are restrictions that are supposed to be placed, but if he does not like to call, then that's fine. I just won't have the restrictions. They just said to, like, try not to, but they were pretty aggressive with me. When I said, yeah, they said there's some restrictions, and they're like, they say none. It says none on it. It says no restrictions. And I'm like, okay, well, you can call them if you'd like. If you don't believe me, I don't care. I really just don't give a shit. So I was like, don't fucking believe me. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I'll still come to work. After 2 days, I'll come to work. Someone's got to pay the bills. So I can't be on it for 2 days. They have an ointment. I have to use the entire bottle until I'm fully healed. It's like this little tube. I have to use the entire tube until I'm fully healed. Because some of the gashes are actually really fucking deep. So yeah, I'll be doing nothing for 3 days because I have today, tomorrow, and I'm scheduled off on Tuesday. So yeah, that's pretty much how my life is going right now. So, yeah, alright, that's a little story. Now I'm going to take this tape, I'm going to get, there we go. I'm not good with tape. So, yeah, but they were a little annoyed with me. They're like, you've been working on it. I'm like, yeah, well, I shouldn't have been. Alright, so I'm just going to place the tape right here. Y'all will see my plan, hopefully. I've never used tape like this before. So I'm going to be entertaining myself for 3 days. So I think I'm going to film a YouTube video every single one of those days, and I'll post them the day after. But yeah, I told him I could be on the next schedule. Just this schedule, I'm going to just be off of it. And it's only 2 days. Honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. Don't know why they freaked out so much. Really couldn't tell you. Alright. I'm going to put my 16-hour camo concealer down. Okay. This feels really weird to have tape on my face. I've never done this before. That's why I'm like a little freaked out. Okay. Okay. So, going to tap it out. Well, I'm going to be just filming the video every single day, and I'll post it the day after, so you guys are going to see this on a Monday. Okay. I will be wearing foundation and stuff, because I mean, why as well? I'm not going anywhere, and I don't have to wear a mask. Okay. I'm going to take pink. Peony? Penny? I don't know. I'm going to set this on my face. Okay. I didn't do the foundation before because I don't want this to peel off my foundation. I think that's fair. Okay, now I'm going to do the next eye, and I'm going to set that, which I'll do foundation and everything after. I'm going to just, I guess, talk about some of my plans for while I'm just chilling. So, I'm going to play some more Story of Seasons, because it's on the Switch. I think I'm going to try to finish Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich. I couldn't watch a lot of it at a time, not because I'm disgusted. I am disgusted, obviously. But anytime any of them talked, I just said, not like the victims, but anytime the politicians or any of the rich people talked, I was like, you're bullshit, you're lying, fuck you, liars. And I was being very aggressive. I even lost my voice a little bit, because of how aggressive I was being, because they're bullshit liars. Bullshit liars. And I would, if I didn't need to keep my foot elevated for a long time, I would be streaming, but because I'd finally have time. But because I have to keep my foot elevated, I can't really be streaming. Because they're like, you need to keep your foot up, because we don't want any pressure on your muscles. Because they said I'll probably have to go to physical therapy, but if by Monday I've regained some, like, movement in my toes, I might not have to go. So I want to try to avoid going if I don't have to go, but if I don't have range of motion, they say like, you kind of have to go, because having a range of motion in your toes is a little important. Okay, so I'm going to go into the James Charles palette, and I'm going to go into this green right down here, and that's literally what I'm going to do over the entire lid. I'm going to put it on this brush, and I'm just going to pack it on. Just peck, peck, peck. Peck, 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 peck. Yeah, but I'll probably finish some of that if I don't lose my voice. I will catch up on Fruits Basket Season 2. Because... quite like the anime. I read the mangas when I was younger. After I'm done, I'm going to reread the mangas, because I love them. I love them so very much. Oh. And now I'm going to do that on the other eye. Just going to pack it. And then I will be blending it out a little bit with this yellow shade that's in this palette. So I do want to say something, because I was thinking about this kind of recently. So people, they're always like, the beauty community is so toxic. The beauty community is so toxic. Which is not wrong. But however, have you seen Twitch? There's always beef going on with somebody. Always. No matter what. Just like the beauty community. Which I always see like gamers talking shit like on Twitch. Like people talking shit about the beauty community. And I want to be like, bruh. Don't even start with me, boy. I'm not justifying the beauty community. They are so fucking toxic. You're not wrong. However, you can't say y'all are not perfect. Like y'all are perfect and shit, because every streamer be beefing with every other fucking streamer. And there's been so much shit coming out about streamers being toxic and being pedophiles and shit. So I think y'all really need to pipe it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm in both communities. I mean, I used to stream on Twitch. I try to, but I don't really have the time to. And now that I have the time to, I can't, because I have to elevate my fucking foot, and I don't have areas to do that at my computer. So, I don't really have that option. Alright, now I'm just going to pack a little bit more of that green back on, go back to the yellow, and I'm going to blend it out here. Beep, boop, boop, beep. Blend it out here. So you can't tell me I'm wrong. I mean, have you seen the Smash community, y'all? I'm just saying. And those bigger streamers, fucking Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, Shroud, Summit, Soda Poppin', XQC, Mizkip, they always be beefing with somebody. And you can't tell me I'm wrong. So if y'all are gonna talk shit about one community, you need to talk about another. And fucking LSF, dude, the most toxic shit on Twitch, right fucking there, is an entire subreddit. I've never seen a community based around a website that hates the website more in my entire fucking life. Okay. That's done. And, like, I love Twitch. Like, I love Twitch. Twitch is an amazing site in some ways. Not in others. Don't get it twisted. They have their problems. They have their select few that sit on the thrones and can never be dethroned. Okay. This could go either really, really good or really, really bad. So I have the NYX eyeliner. This, as I said, could go either really, really good or really, really bad. So, I'm going to just do my eyeliner. Also, it's like every other freaking week that a fucking Twitch streamer is banned for saying some problematic ass shit. Okay. Now I'm going to do something I've never done before. Okay? Okay. I'm really nervous about this. I don't even think I want to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it. I'm so afraid I'm going to fuck it up, so. Fucked it up. God damn it. Fuck me, dude. Okay. I'm gonna let that eyeliner dry just a little bit. It won't look like this because when I peel it off, it should look better. I said should. Should. This side's a little bit thicker, so I want to thicken up this side over here. Don't do that. Don't bite things with your teeth. It's actually really bad for them. Don't do what I just did. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit longer, and then I'm going to do something on like the bottom lash line when I get to that point. Okay. Just let it dry down, because when I peel it, I want it to be perfect. So I'm probably going to start working on the foundation on the lower part of my face while this still dries. So I'm going to take my little sponge. I'm going to take L'Oreal Infallible. Also, there was, oh my god, so I was watching some all gas, no brakes videos. I was watching his rocket launcher video. Bro, there was somebody that literally said, and they didn't fucking giggle. They're like, ah ha ha, just joking. They literally looked and said, gamers are some of the most oppressed people in the world. Let me repeat that one more time. Some of the most oppressed people in the fucking world. Have you ever met a gay person from the Middle East? Have you ever met a woman from the Middle East? Have you ever met a gay woman from the Middle East? Yeah, because fucking half of them are fucking dead. So don't tell me. Boy, you sitting there wearing your SpaceX shirt. Negative, please. I'm color correcting underneath my eyes right now with the yellow from my Wet n Wild little thing. I'll show you. Boop, this thing. Now I think I can peel this off. If this fucks it up, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry like a big old baby. I don't really ever wear eyeliner, and this is why, because it gives me anxiety. Well, what? That looks pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Speaking of which, if you have not watched Ice Cream Man by iDubbbz, that's a really nice, I love that video. Let's see. This looks nice. Bro. I did it. I did eyeliner. I did eyeliner for like actually good. What the fuck? Okay. Sorry. I'm just being country over here. But I was a little annoyed by that one. I was a little annoyed by that. It's like, did you just... I actually went, and I paused it. I was like, one more time for me. This is what, and I had to rewind it and rewatch it. And I was like, boy, why would you look at these people and say that shit? How could you genuinely say something like that? Who the hell? And I'm like, no, gamers really aren't that oppressed. Let me tell you what, especially a little dude in the gaming community. I'm like, bro, you probably, like, don't care and you call the people the N-word because you think you're cool and edgy. I'm just saying. You seem like that kind of guy. Because you think you're cool and edgy. Like, gonna say the N-word. And I'm gonna call girls thoughts, because I think I'm cool. I want to tell you, you're really not that cool. I'm gonna call people thoughts, because I think it's edgy, and I think I'm cool when I do that. And, like, my dad laughs because, you know, he grew up, like, a lot of time in Michigan, but when he was, like, 24, he moved to Orlando. And he's like, y'all are using that word completely wrong. He's like, no. He's like, calling someone a thought on the internet is not how that works. But also, my dad's very much so against degrading people. He hates that shit. He's like, what? I don't know. Also, he lived in Germany for quite a while, and he's like, I'm just saying right now, he's like, a lot of the time, even back when I was, he's like, when I was living there, sexual liberation in women is like such a common thing. He's like, there was kind of a backlash of, like, for a while about it. He's like, but eventually people, you know, got used to it. He's like, you know, the red district and shit exist, so he's never really, I don't know, he hasn't really understood that. He's been very, also he only has daughters, so I think that might be part of it, is that he only has girls. He doesn't have any boys, like any sons or anything. And he's like, and I love all of my kids. Like, so it might be that, but I've never understood that, you know. And I personally don't do thought behavior, you know. I don't really, like, I've never really showed my full body anywhere. I've never stood up on stream. I've never bended down or anything. Like, I've never done, you know, thoughty behavior. But some people literally believe cosplaying is, like, thought. And I'm like, that's literally not how that works. Just because you cosplay doesn't mean you're a thought. Like, I mean, then half of the nerd community is a fucking thought. You know how many people actually... Okay. So now I'm going to use this LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm going to use this too, because someone gave this to me. I'm going to use this to contour. So, I don't know. Yeah, but some people are like, oh, cosplaying is being a thought. But then I also do want to point out the same people that are shit-talking those girls also reviewing their shit on the down low. I can confirm that people do that. Because I know some people that have done that, and I've called them out for their bullshit. You know, one person didn't know that... Oh, shit. Sorry, there's a little bit of it wasn't blended out. Okay, I'm going to take this, my beauty blender, and I'm going to blend it in. There was someone that didn't know that you could see, like, what, like, liked tweets by people. They do be talking shit about Pokimane, but they do be liking her tweets, though. And I told him that. I'm like, oh, but I thought Pokey was a thought. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I showed him the screenshot, and he's like, oh. I'm like, oh. That was back on my old Twitter. Before I deleted it and got a new one. I was like, but I thought Pokimane was a thought. He couldn't really talk to me about it. He was like, oh, God. He had a lot of explaining to do. And he was like, I'm like, whatever you say, darling, whatever you say. Took a lot of it to explain himself. He's like, okay, so, I mean, I might have turned around her content. I'm like, bro, you were still talking shit about her literally last Discord call. So, I need you to watch a whore mouth. Check yourself. So now I'm going to blend in my contour for down here. This might not be the best, but I'm going to be just laying in my bed anyways. I'm just doing this for the YouTube content that I need. I got a criticism that I need to be better about, like, pulling the mirror away from my face and not doing it so much, like, blocking it like that. So I'm trying to think about it more. I only need to do this because I need a semblance of a freaking jawline, dude. Now I want to take this and then I'm going to really buff this out on my neck. Go over here a little bit. Go over on top of this a little bit. Just kind of buff it out really, really well. Then right there. Okay. Now I'm going to do this on my nose. I have to be really careful on my nose about this because I can really fuck it up, so. This looks a little crazy. I think it's going to be a little too dark, but I have concealer. I haven't done my concealer yet, so. I can cover it up with concealer. I hope. Okay. Oh no. Fuck. Oh no. I fucked up. Oh my god, I fucked up. Okay. So, never doing that again. Okay. I want to cry. So, concealer to the rescue. Do 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 Let's see if this saves it. I'm a fucking magician. Look at that. Look at that nose. Look at that. Bitch. Bitch. Okay. So now I'm actually going to take some concealer. Close my chin. Never stays concealed. So. I really saved my nose. Wow. It might not look that well contoured, but it is salvageable. It's salvaged. Okay. Now I just need to... What? What? Bitch. Bitch. Okay. So, I'm going to do the Perfect Finish HD powder. I'm going to take some of it, and this is in translucent. I'm going to set under the eyes. I'm going to set under the neck. buff some of the powder in. Oh, I want to hold it kind of at the end. Instead of like, I've been waiting on my lease and like waiting on it for a month now, and like we have to have it signed by like the 6th, and I've been waiting, so I guess I'm just gonna have to contact her tomorrow, because I literally just, these makeup tutorials are just me like talking to you guys. That's about it. Okay, so I put the powder on my face. Oh, I solve it. Also, I have been watching so much freaking Loey Lane right now. She's been really getting me through this shit. What I've been dealing with, all this pain. Okay, now what I'm going to do. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face with the Jungle Rock spray. Okay. Calm down. Now I'm going to put on my blush. I'm going to be using, I'm going to take this, I have 2 shades I'm going to dip into, and now I'm going to put it on my face. And, you know, I like my blush heavy, as I've talked about before. Yes, that's how I like it. And it's my face. I used to wear like really intense makeup like all the time. Like I used to wear this like all the time. Like I like this kind of makeup. I used to wear in high school when like the big trend was natural makeup, but I didn't like the way natural makeup looked. I'm like, no, I don't like that. I don't want to do this kind of stuff. People in high school used to make fun of me. They're like, you wear so much makeup, looking natural's better. And now all those people that we talking shit, they be doing their face all the way beat. What y'all talking shit about? Y'all, they came to the dark side. They came to the dark side of doing glam makeup. And I like to bring it all the way in. I like to have like that flushed look, and I like to just really blend it out. And I don't know, some people are like, well, that doesn't fit your face and that and the other, and I get that, but I like my makeup the way I like it. I've tried my makeup a bunch of different ways, you know. I'm like, oh, this is the shape of whatever that fits your face type, and so I'll try that stuff out. I never like it. I never like what they tell you that you're supposed to do. Alright, so I'm going to take this highlighter right here, as again, I'm trying to get rid of it, so I will go through. Ooh, no, my bristles on my brush are a little messed up. I'll take this, I will spritz the highlight, and I will, oh my god, heavenly above. You always spritz it, because then you get that, look at, the freaking camera's getting washed out from how intense this is. Or I'm just that pale, like, but let's just pretend it's the highlight, guys, let's just pretend. I love to look fake. It's my favorite thing. I love looking fake. Okay? And we got a problem with that. It's not your face. It doesn't matter. Also, people, I don't feel like I should have to say this. I don't really think anyone's going to make it this far in the video. Wear a mask. Wear a freaking mask. That isn't too much to ask for. Let me explain why. I can wear a mask. Okay? I can wear a mask for 5 to 6 hours a day. Okay? I do go in the walk-in sometimes and I take it off to breathe for just a few minutes and I put it back on. People are like, well, I have a medical condition. I have a medical condition. And I'm like, funny thing is, so do I. I have, I'm taking a little bit of highlight. I have permanent lung damage. I couldn't even run in track after my sophomore year because the permanent lung damage got so bad. Because I grew up with someone that decided secondhand smoke was smart because they used to roll up the windows when they would smoke in the van that my family owned because it was my ex-stepmom. That's what she would do. So now my lungs are permanently damaged because of this. And I still wear a fucking mask. Because you want to know why? It's not all about you. That's funny. It's a funny concept. It's really hard to get a hold of. It's a concept that is so new to Americans. I know. It's not all about you. That's fucking crazy, isn't it? Everyone always wonders, well, other countries are reopening things. Yeah. Especially in my state, they literally just don't give a fuck. We have overpassed New York. That was the hardest thing to do, but we fucking did it. So I'm gonna take that green shade, I'm gonna bring that on the bottom of my lash line. I'll build it up a couple of times. But they did it, guys. We fucking did it. We overpassed New York, who was at the top since this shit started. We're literally considered the new New York of COVID. And we still have motherfuckers arguing about wearing a mask. And I'm like, bro. Also, we have the state of we have a lot of fucking old people in Florida. I'm like, bro. It's fucking ridiculous what's going on right now. And also the people, they're like, well, I have a medical condition. I'm like, you guys, you walk maybe a minute at the most. If you're like, can I get that other booth? Can I get that table over there? Can I do this, that, and the other? When you should have told them at the host stand so they could have done it. Because you can see the entire restaurant from where we're standing. Instead of waiting till she gets to a table and then being like, I want that one over there. You should have been at the door like, hey, can I get one of those ones that's over there? And they're like, cool. And they'd walk you to your table. But instead, you like them to go fucking dart around. I don't know why. You're fucking funny or some shit. I guess is what you think. So, at the most, you'll be walking a minute if you're fucking annoying. But, you'll be walking 30 seconds to a table. And then you can take it off. I have a friend that we went out to eat with. He has asthma. He wore his mask to his table. And then took it off. It's really not that big of a fucking deal. You're going to be out in 10 minutes anyways. Who cares? My mom, who has a lot of health problems when it comes to her lungs, she's been wearing her mask. There's no excuse. That's all I'm saying. There's no fucking excuse. There was a lady that came in. I'm adding some yellow right in the inner just because I like the way it looks. There was some lady that came in. And she was hacking. Literally sounded like she was going to cough up a piece of her fucking lung. And the guy that was sitting at the table kind of across from her. He's like, He's like, I'm 80 years old, honey. And he literally looked at me. He's like, honey, I'm 80 years old. He's like, if I get this, I die. And he's like, I want to live at least 2 more years. He's like, because I told my wife I'd live a year longer than her. She died at 81. He's like, I ain't going to do that. He's like, I'm going to die at 82. So I can prove her I was right. He's like, so I'm going to need you to get me my check and leave. Because some people don't know how to cover their mouth. And I was like, yes, sir. But it was funny. Like, I told her I was going to outlive her. I was like, yes, sir. Okay. So I ran, and I got him his check, and I said goodbye. He went bye. He left. Because this lady was just like, at the table, not covering her mouth, not like coughing into a napkin. They had plenty at their table, or not going to the bathroom, just at the table. I'm like, bro, get a hold of your fucking self. Who are you? Why are you this way? And I felt so bad. And you could hear it back into, like, the other side of the restaurant. You could hear her being that loud. I'm like, I don't know if she's, like, over-exaggerating or what, but that lady needs to calm it down. And I'm adding some of this gold highlight right here. Okay. So now, I'm going to do my mascara, but before I do that, I'm going to take this little thing my coworker got me. I'm just going to set my lashes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. My cat wants in, but I let her in and out every other minute, and I'm done letting her out every other minute. So she's going to sit her happy ass outside of that door for right now, because I'm not going to keep getting up and down, you know? As my parents said, choose inside or outside. Stop letting those damn bugs in. It's not the same thing, but still, choose inside or outside. I'm tired of having to hit pause. Or for my fiance to walk a little happy ass in here. Using the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. Meow all you damn want. I'm almost done. This is going to be a long video. It's a little more negative, I think. But I'm just not feeling good, so. Negativity overruns me when I'm in pain or I have been injured. Okay, I gotta do it to the other eye. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let me go let her in before, oh my god. Okay, so I let him in. So now they're going to want out in 3 minutes. Because anytime the door is closed, they're like, I've been in here for too long. I wonder what's going on outside. Let me go fuck around. And so I'm going to rip the door. Don't come near me, loving on me. The fuck do you think you are, huh? No, don't chirp at me, you disrespectful ass cat. Don't chirp. Look at him, chirping and shit. I'll love you in a minute, okay? Once I lay down. It's the boy. I thought it was the girl because he was kind of meowing like her. But 2 of the 3 have been really cuddling me. And I guess he was so worried. He's like, what are you doing? Hey, don't scratch at the chair. Stop that. Yeah, this back of my chair that I use is all torn up. Oh, now they're fighting. See, you shouldn't want to come in here. You get your ass beat. They are always fighting because they just fight because he doesn't fight back. This one will that little demon child, where is she at? Oh, she moved. She will just beat him up, and like I try to protect him. There she is. Look at her getting down. I try to protect him the best I can. Like I'll pull her off of him, but it just happens anyways because he won't stand up for himself. He's being a weenie, a big old fat weenie. You belong in Weenie Hut Jr., sir. Okay, mascara's done. I'm gonna do these eyebrows now. So I'm gonna go. I'm really happy with this look. I might have to do this more. I might do my eyeliner again now. I might have to start doing my eyeliner again now because I really like the way this looks. But that's just going to be another thing I add to my list of shopping when I buy makeup. For when I run out of things. But it's like, I just don't want to do just green on my eyes and be like, that's it. Like, I like the eyeliner now. Because I didn't know that's how I got my, that's how people get wings, like, so evenly done. Like, I've known of it, but I'm like, I've only seen, like, cosplayers do it where they tape their eyes up. And then they do, like, their makeup. And I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. It's not okay. Especially since, like, you know, Asian eyes have been a place of, like, you know, like, bullying, like, you know, them being treated like shit. Like, it's a place of you know, people make fun of them for those things. And so I'm like, you shouldn't do that. There's no excuse. You shouldn't lift your eyes up like that. That's not okay. That's like that whole fox eye trend shit. I don't really like it. Because they're like pulling at their eyes. They're going like this. And I'm like, I don't wear lipstick. I haven't worn lipstick in forever. I'm going to wear the shade Toffee Talk. Because I feel like it just fits. Because I'm wearing eyeliner. Might as well. Ooh. I haven't worn lipstick in a while, y'all. Wait, no. I just wore it for the Caterpie video. I completely forgot I did that. My eyeshadow palette fell. Nothing broke. That's cool. Forgot I wore it for the Caterpie video. Which was about a week ago. So I have worn it recently. Since the Caterpie video, I didn't really wear it much. Since like that video, I didn't wear it beforehand because, I mean, I've been wearing a mask so it covers up my lips, and so my lipstick will just get all over it. And when it comes to my lipstick, I apply a lot on the bottom, and then on the top I kind of just take the excess and I slowly dot it on because I don't like it to be as intense. If you know what I mean? Okay. Now I'm going to set my face again. For no reason, I mean, I'm not going anywhere, but still. So tomorrow, I will be filming the Butterfree makeup, which will be a lot will be going on with that. I can't do the like butterfly wings on the side. I'm not gonna be able to figure that out. But I know what I'm going to do because I will be doing eyeliner again. I mean, I really do like it though. Okay, so that's the end of this video. You guys should follow me on Instagram because I mean, you guys would have known immediately that my foot was all fucked up and you could have saw all the really weird, gross pictures of it. Because that's totally what people want to see. They just want to see my fucked up foot. That's the content we really want to see. So yeah. I'm just gonna brush my hair out. I hold it like this, like I do it in sections. And then follow me on Instagram at Valkyali. Follow me at twitch.tv at Valkyali. Follow me on Instagram. The name is Valkyali. The @ is an older gamer tag I used to have. But if you type in Valkyali, I do show up. Yeah. And then also subscribe here, like the video, comment if you liked it, comment if you hated it, dislike the video if you disliked it. We really don't care. If you made it this far, thank you so freaking much. Really appreciate that. Alright, everyone. You guys have a lovely day. Be good people. Bye.